Intermittent fasting is one of the most popular trends in the health and wellness community, and there are many different methods to choose from. One of the most popular is the 16-8 method, which involves fasting for 16 hours and eating all your daily meals within an 8-hour window. But with so many conflicting opinions on how often you should do this type of fasting, it can be hard to know what's best for your body. In this video, we'll explore the benefits of 16-8 intermittent fasting, and answer the question of how often you should do it. While intermittent fasting has been shown to have numerous health benefits, including weight loss and improved metabolic health, it's important to determine whether or not it's a good fit for your lifestyle and dietary needs. Some people may find it difficult to stick to an 8-hour eating window, while others may find it easier to fast for longer periods. By understanding the science behind 16-8. 1. 16-8 intermittent fasting is a type of fasting where you eat during an 8-hour window and fast for 16 hours. If you're looking for an effective and manageable way to lose weight, 16-8 intermittent fasting might be the right choice for you. In this type of fasting, you get to eat during an 8-hour window and fast for the remaining 16 hours of the day. This allows you to limit calorie intake and control blood sugar levels more effectively. But the question is, how often should you do intermittent fasting? Well, it all depends on the individual and their weight loss goals. If you're just starting with fasting, you might want to try it once or twice a week to see how your body responds. However, as you become accustomed to it, you can increase the number of fasting days per week. Remember, intermittent fasting is not a quick fix to weight loss, but rather a healthy lifestyle choice that needs to be sustainable in the long run. 2. It's a popular way to lose weight, improve health markers, and increase energy levels. If you're looking to lose weight, improve your health markers, and increase your energy levels, 16-8 intermittent fasting is something worth considering. Intermittent fasting has become increasingly popular in recent years as a way to manage calorie intake and improve metabolic health. With 16-8 intermittent fasting, you fast for 16 hours and eat during an 8-hour window. This approach isn't a magic bullet, but it can be an effective tool for achieving your weight loss and health goals. The best news is that you can adjust your fasting schedule based on what works for you. If you're new to fasting, it's important to start slow and gradually increase the length of your fasts. Once you get into the rhythm of fasting, you can safely practice 16-8 intermittent fasting every day. Just remember that fasting isn't a replacement for a healthy diet and lifestyle. Combine fasting with nutritious eating habits and regular exercise to achieve sustainable weight loss and improved health markers. 3. The frequency of doing 16-8 intermittent fasting depends on personal preferences and goals. So, you've heard about 16-8 intermittent fasting and want to give it a try. The big question on your mind might be, how often should you do it? The truth is, the frequency of fasting really depends on you and your goals. If weight loss is your number one priority, you might consider doing it every day, or at least most days of the week. On the other hand, if you're using intermittent fasting more for the health benefits, such as reducing inflammation or improving blood sugar, you might find that fasting a few times a week is enough for you. Ultimately, it all comes down to personal preferences and adapting a routine that works best for you. So go ahead, experiment with fasting and find what works right for you. 4. Some people do it every day, while others do it a few times a week. When it comes to 16-8 intermittent fasting, there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer on how often you should do it. Some people choose to fast every day, while others only fast a few times a week. Intermittent fasting is known to help promote weight loss, improve blood sugar levels, and even reduce inflammation. However, it's important to listen to your body and understand what's sustainable for you. If you find that fasting every day is too difficult, consider starting with a few times a week and gradually increasing. Fasting, like any other diet, requires discipline and commitment, so it's important to find a routine that works for you and that you can stick to in the long term. 5. If you're new to intermittent fasting, start with 1 or 2 times a week and gradually increase as your body adapts. If you're considering 16/8 intermittent fasting for weight loss, you might be wondering how often you should incorporate it into your routine. The answer is, it depends. If you're new to intermittent fasting, it's recommended to start slow and gradually increase as your body adapts. This means starting with 1 or 2 16/8 fasts per week and seeing how your body responds. Once you become more comfortable, you can increase to 3 to 4 times per week and so on. Remember, fasting isn't a one-size-fits-all approach, so listen to your body and adjust accordingly. With consistency, patience, and a little bit of experimentation, intermittent fasting can help support your weight loss goals. 6. Don't do it every day if you're feeling weak, dizzy, or have other symptoms of low blood sugar. So, you're trying to lose weight with the help of 16/8 intermittent fasting. Good for you, but if you're feeling weak, dizzy, or have other symptoms of low blood sugar, it's essential that you don't do it every day. Fasting can be tough on your body, especially if you're new to it, so it's important to listen to your body and take breaks when necessary. You don't need to push yourself to the point of exhaustion just to lose weight. Remember, the goal isn't just to lose weight, but also to maintain a healthy body and mind in the long run. So, be patient with yourself, and take things one step at a time. 7. Listen to your body and adjust the frequency as needed. If you're trying out 16/8 intermittent fasting to help lose weight, it's important to listen to your body and adjust the frequency as needed. The basic idea behind this diet is to fast for 16 hours and then eat within an 8-hour window, but that doesn't mean you have to stick to this schedule every day. Pay attention to how you feel during fasting periods. If you start feeling weak, dizzy, or overly hungry, it's okay to switch things up and eat a small snack to tide you over. On the other hand, if you're feeling energized and not experiencing intense hunger pangs, you might be able to extend your fasting period for a few more hours. The key is to be flexible and find a routine that works for your body and your lifestyle. Remember, intermittent fasting isn't a one-size-fits-all solution, so don't be afraid to experiment and find a fasting schedule that feels sustainable for you. 8. If your goal is to lose weight, you might want to do it more often than if your goal is to maintain a healthy weight. If you're new to the world of intermittent fasting, you might be wondering just how often you should be doing it. Specifically, if your goal is to lose weight, you might want to try 16/8 intermittent fasting, which involves eating during an 8-hour window and fasting for the remaining 16 hours. However, if your goal is simply to maintain a healthy weight, you might not need to do it as often. It all comes down to what works best for you and your body, but generally speaking, if you're looking to lose weight, you might want to do 16/8 intermittent fasting more frequently than if your primary focus is simply staying at a healthy weight. Of course, it's always important to talk to your doctor or a nutritionist before starting any fasting regimen, especially if you have any health concerns or underlying medical conditions. 9. Remember that intermittent fasting is not a magic solution and should be combined with healthy eating when it comes to weight loss. Everyone is looking for that magic solution that will help them shed those extra pounds quickly and effortlessly. However, it's important to remember that intermittent fasting, including the popular 16/8 intermittent fasting method, is not a magic solution on its own. While fasting can be helpful in reducing your calorie intake and promoting weight loss, it's not a substitute for a healthy diet. It's important to continue to eat nutrient-rich, balanced meals during your eating window to ensure your body is getting the fuel it needs to function properly. So, next time you consider starting a round of intermittent fasting, remember to combine it with healthy eating habits to get the most out of your fasting routine.